No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the TCU Horned Frogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking left. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense has its first opportunity of the day. To the air on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, TCU!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Thomas looking to fire. quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Catch in the middle. It's Irwin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Thomas back to pass. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Defense might bring the house here. Right on the money. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On the double. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught. It's Hayden. And they swarm him under. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Jefferson. Moving away from pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Longo. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Give to the back. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll try to pound their way in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They keep nudging it closer, but into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. From the gun, the running back has it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Thomas looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Got his man quickly. Bulldozes his way through. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Longo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. To the air. It's Jefferson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Kansas offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Thomas back to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Runs through the tackle. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Hayden. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The offense changing the play. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, cue balls after one frustrating first half.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. They close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Thomas back to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Lopez. At the 45 on his way. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Horned Frogs are on the move.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Hayden. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Lopez. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Horned Frogs have taken it inside the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch near the 50. And the returner will be brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for room. It's Irwin. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, TCU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. He'll set up to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Lanier. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense...
Got room on the return. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Using his legs. It's Irwin. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw. It's Jefferson. Trying to barrel in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the...
Throws toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about.